Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Adrienne. Good morning. Get ready with me for work today. So we're going to be trying on some new makeup where you guys get to know me. So if you want to learn more about me and see what I'm trying out, please keep watching. Okay, so I am starting using my new camera today, so I hope the quality is good. I haven't messed with any of the settings, so this is just the factory settings on this camera. This is a Sony ZV-E10, which is my vlogging camera, but I want to see if it's going to overheat or if it's a good camera or not. So y'all let me know what you think about the quality down below. For brows, I'm going to go in with my two favorites. Current favorites right now is the Benefit. This is the Precisely My Brow and the Micro Brow Pen. This is in 4.5 and in deep brown. All right, brows are done. They are as good as they're going to get today. I'm going to go in with my Shiseido sunscreen. Does this thing have autofocus? Oh, there it goes. I'm going to go in with my Shiseido sunscreen. I have been loving this really well. It does really good under makeup. It's waterproof, water resistant, face body, 50/50 SPF. I am still loving this e.l.f. Niacinamide primer, so much so that that one size primer that I brought, I think I'm going to bring it back because I like this one better, and it's like a quarter of the price for it. So I'm going to bring this. Well, good morning, Malia.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Go ahead and go potty and brush your teeth. And it works very well with this sunscreen. It just does really good. I know it'll do good for the summertime. And it works with my skincare. So I'm gonna return the one size one and keep the e.l.f. First thing I'm gonna try out is the Kat Von D. This is the full coverage serum foundation. I matched myself inside Sephora, and I am number 1074. There were, I think, 3 shades, and I think this one matched me the best when I did a swatch on my face. So I'm hoping that it'll still match me today. I did that when I brought this I don't know, when I was in Houston some weeks ago. I'm gonna shake it up. This is how the product is here. Anybody wondering, I have oily skin, so I'm not gonna color correct like I normally do, but this is how the foundation is looking. First swatch. Oh. Y'all, first of all, I must say the foundation looks really good. Like, it looks really, 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 really good on the skin. I don't think that this color is a perfect match for me. As I blend it in, it's a little bit better, but I don't think it's a perfect match. But I love how it looks on my skin. Like, it looks really, really good. It's definitely giving, it covered up my blemishes there for sure. I'm gonna make this foundation work. The shade, I'm gonna make it work. I don't know I'm gonna have to look at Sephora's website to see the colors in between this, because now I'm gonna keep it oxidizes. Like that other NARS one that I used in my last makeup review. It did not look good when I first put it on. It was too light, but it oxidized to my perfect shade. So, oh man, I really like the way this foundation looks. I have not been wowed by a foundation in a long time. And this looks really, really good. Okay, last pump here, and then we're going to get into the questions of why y'all may really be here, is get to know me. All right, first question I have is, what do you use for your skincare? My skincare routine is predominantly Good Molecules. Is what I absolutely love to use. I like their bar soap to wash my face. It's only $5. Currently, I've been loving the Youth to the People face wash. That one's a little bit more expensive, but I like it a lot. And for toner, serums, all of that, eye cream, eye gels, I use the Good Molecules brand. Very affordable. Ulta sells it. And it just does really good under my makeup. I wear it on my no makeup days. I wear it morning, night, everything, and I do see a difference in my skin. I started off using the discoloration serum, and from there I started buying more and more things because I like that so much. So my advice, if you have any type of hyperpigmentation, dark spots, uneven skin, try that out. I think it's like only $12. Try that out, see if you like it, and then kind of go from there. The hyaluronic acid serum, hands down, so good. Niacinamide serum, and then I use the brightening serum. Those are the 4 serums that I like to use from Good Molecules that I use morning and night. My next question on my Get to Know Me is, how old am I? So I am 38 years old. My birthday is September 14th. So I will be 39 this year, this September. But currently I am 38. Somebody asked me, do I have a P.O. box? Yes, I do have a P.O. box. I just got one literally like maybe last week. I hadn't even checked it, honestly. I got one last week, and that P.O. box is listed down in my description box. I got it because I got a lot of emails, questions, inboxes of people wanting to send me stuff, and just for safety purposes, I'd rather just give out my P.O. box versus my physical address for my mailing address. So I got that, and it's set up at the post office. So if you want to send me something, check the description box down below. All right, my next question is, do I have a hair stretching video? Yes, I do, on how I stretch my hair. As a matter of fact, so this video that I'm looking at these questions from is about 2 weeks ago. I just haven't had time to film it until this morning. So yes, I do have a how I stretch my hair video. I just put that up live, I think Monday or Tuesday this week. So if you missed that, go back and look on my shorts, because that is now live on my channels. All right, so my next question is, what is my favorite lip gloss? Honestly, my absolute hands down favorite lip gloss is or was MAC Snob, but they discontinued it, and I have not been able to find one that is a dupe to that since they stopped it, and I hate it. Matter of fact, I just went and brought this one last week from Ulta. This is the Niferet, and in store I was like, ooh, this looks like Snob, and it's not. I have one left of Snob, and I used to be my every single day lip gloss, but because the lip gloss got discontinued, I brought the lipstick. This is the lipstick Snob, so I'll use this sometimes and just put a lip gloss on top, a clear lip gloss on top, to kind of get the look of Snob. But I really wish they would have came back out with another one, or just not discontinued that one. My next question was, girl, could you please tell me what you use for hyperpigmentation and spots? Thank you. I just answered that question. Good Molecules hyperpigmentation, Good Molecules dark spot corrector is the absolute GOAT in getting even skin. And I also do peels and exfoliates that helps as well get rid of the dark spots. So I'm going to do a facial today. I'm going to get a facial today with my esthetician. But the ones that I use, I had a spot here and a spot here, and it was a dark spot that really bothered me. So I was determined to get rid of it. So I exfoliated my skin like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times a week. And it's supposed to be like maybe once or twice a week. So I over exfoliated my skin. My skin was so sensitive. So just be careful if you use exfoliates. I like the Paula's Choice one. I like the Paula's Choice mask and the Paula's Choice liquid exfoliant and the ordinary one. I'll have them all linked down below. Okay, so the next item that we're going to be trying out today, which let me finish blending out my forehead. This is always my weak spot is my forehead, if I blend it out good enough or not. This foundation, y'all, I actually really like it a lot. I mean, and the color's kind of settled in a little bit more now that I have my concealer and stuff on. It looks a lot better, but I like it. So the next thing I'm going to try is the Makeup Forever HD Twist and Light. So this is a setting powder that you're supposed to, it has 3 colors. There's an orange one, a skin tone one, and a yellow one. And you're supposed to twist it. And as you twist it, oh, okay, it comes out and it makes a powder inside there. So this is what you're supposed to set your makeup with. It's supposed to be a color corrector, illuminator, all those things. I've heard mixed reviews on it, so I'm interested to see how I'm going to like it or not. Because honestly, if I don't like it, I'm going to do one big return of everything that from my Sephora haul that just didn't work out for me. I am going to, number one, the packaging. I like to use a puff, and I can't get into the middle for a puff. So I guess I'll have to put it here and then do the puff. And this is what the powder looks like once it all comes out. Please, please, please work for me. Or, oh, this has sparkle in it. Oh gosh. Ooh. I don't know. Let's keep going. I don't know, y'all, how I feel about this sparkle. The other powder that I had got, that luminous setting powder from Huda, I like it, but I don't love it. Okay. Well, okay, maybe it's not too bad. Not too bad. Maybe let's keep going. Let's get some more of this twisting light. This is gonna be like a lot of work. This is going to be a day that I don't like have anywhere to go really quick, because I like to just literally dip and go. I can't do that with this. So first impressions is I like it, but I don't know if I love it yet. I'm going to see how it wears. I'm going to go on top of it with my Laura Mercier. This is my Holy Grail setting powder. And I'm going to overset everything right here and keep going. All right, next question is, how did I meet Micah, y'all? Okay, so funny story. Micah and I knew of Micah, but we didn't know. I mean, we knew of each other, but we didn't know each other. We didn't go to the same schools. Micah was well known because he ran track. He was really good in track. And because of his brothers were pretty popular in school. But I didn't know Micah like that. And honestly, I wasn't interested in Micah like that. It wasn't until after my divorce, I had a crush on Micah. He used to come into the bank all the time. And that's how we cross paths again. And I became his personal banker. So anytime he needed something, he would call me, needed a statement. He needed help with online banking, his debit card, all those good things. He would call me and I would help him. I was single at the time, so I liked him, but I just didn't think that he would like me back. I don't know. Weird. I know. This is the Sephora Micro Soup setting powder. I'm gonna set my face with this. So my coworkers knew I liked him. Every time he come in, I would get all giggly and, God, Mike's coming in, oh my God, like a kid. I was like 24, 25 at the time. I was single. I had been single for about 3 years. Micah came up to my desk and he asked me if I was seeing anybody or if I was married. And I said, no, I'm divorced. And so he sat down at my desk. It was like a green light. He sat down at my desk. He started talking to me and he was like, do you mind if I call you sometimes? And I'm like, sure, you can call me sometimes. I kind of like that setting powder now. So I texted him my number. I gave him my number. He texted me when he got out in the car. And he texted me and he was like, you are so beautiful. I love your smile. And I was just like, oh my God. So as a girl, I don't know, like that little girl in me just like, I don't know, just was like fangirling over him because I thought he was so cute. And the fact that he was so nice was just like crazy. So fast forward, that night we talked on the phone till like 4 o'clock in the morning. We talked about everything under the sun. He believed in God. I believed in God. It just went, the conversation went everywhere it needed to go. That night we went on a date like that Friday, and I don't know, it was kind of all she wrote. Like after that, we talked for like 2 months and then we became official dating, and then we got married a year later. So that's how I met him, and we've been together now 11 years. 11 years. All right, I'm hoping my camera does not overheat. Let me test it. It is getting hot, but it's not as hot as my other one. So I'm gonna keep going until it tells me it's hot. This is some really good questions that somebody gave me, like 5 of them. I should have started with this, but what do you think is the most important aspect of a good marriage besides keeping God's first? So to me, the first, of course, God is first. I think communication is heavily important. I think trust is completely important. I think transparency is important in a marriage. Mike and I have struggled with those things within our marriage the first years, and honestly still to this day sometimes that could be some of our battles, even communication. But I think those are the most important things in marriage. But I do feel like we've had storms in our marriage that has made us stronger within our marriage. Things that I'm not proud of, things he's not proud of. But the thing that keeps us going is that we choose to still choose each other every day and keep fighting for our marriage. So, and our family, because I have been through a divorce and I don't ever want to go through that again. Micah has been through a pretty bad breakup, and you know, he doesn't want to go through that again. But I still feel like our storms are still worth fighting for. If that makes sense. What are some challenges of a blended family? So Micah and I have challenges all the time with our blended family. It's not as bad as, honestly, my ex-husband doesn't give us any problems, and the girl's mom and his son's mom doesn't really give us any problems. Now I really feel like as long as Micah and I stay together through everything, then there's no division between us two. Then nobody can come in between and create division, whether it's our children or it's our exes within it. So that was something we had to learn early on within our marriage, because as you guys know, a blended family, it's not just you and him raising the kids. It's you, him, her, him, all of us raising the kids. And that's why I'm so grateful that we have Mala and Malia, so we can raise them too like we want without any outside forces. Some of the struggles that we have, the main struggles, is that Mike and I live a certain lifestyle and the other parents live a different lifestyle. So when they go back and forth, we have to battle with getting them back on track with how we do things here. But honestly, that was when they were like little, like 4 and 5 years old. Now that they're all teenagers and almost grown, I really feel like we've created a firm foundation for them. They already know right from wrong. So we fought our battles early on to where now it's just kind of smooth sailing. So it's not as hard as it was back then. Okay, so last question. Next question is, how do you, okay, so the question was, I'm sorry, I can't think. I can't read, obviously. It says, in the earlier videos, you talked about how your family was displaced during the hurricane. Can you talk a little bit about that and how it was for at your sister house during this time? I love your videos. Thank you. So yeah, so in 2020, my dad had COVID and was in the hospital, ventilator. Literally, doctor said he was going to die, going to prepare for his funeral. It was just the lowest point of our lives in July of 2020. And so we prayed. God ended up, my dad is literally a walking miracle. Like, on the ventilator 2 times for 21 days. Doctor said that if you put him back on the ventilator again, they would not take him off. He would have to just die, pull the plug on him. So while my dad was on the ventilator, Hurricane Laura came through and swept through Lake Charles. We evacuated to Houston. My dad had to stay here because he was in the ICU in the hospital. After that, my dad got transported to Covington. We stayed in Houston. We were in Houston for 7 weeks. I went back and forth and visited my dad. Then my dad ended up getting transported to Houston. I still feel like Hurricane Laura was a miracle for my dad. He got out of the hospital where he was, I don't like that hospital, where he was. I just feel like that was just like God opening up the windows of heaven and just blessing us with the miracle that we prayed for. At the time, we didn't know it, but it was our miracle in the making. So he is completely healed and fine. I know that was not what the question is, but God is so good. I have to tell the testimony because there's a lot of people who did not make it through COVID, who did not survive COVID, but my dad did. So I'm so grateful to God till this day that he did. Hurricane Laura came through, destroyed our house. Like, it came through, ripped our roof off, so we had water damage all up in our house. We were misplaced for 9 months. We ended up, Mike had to stay here, so it was just me and the girls in Houston, me, the girls and the boys in Houston for 6 weeks. We finally got a townhouse and we came back, we moved back to Lake Charles. We were able to work, but the city was like destroyed. Everybody was kind of misplaced. It was just not the best. This blush is not blended out good on this side. Everybody was kind of misplaced, and so we lived in a townhouse. We have a 5-bedroom, 2.5 bath house now, and so we ended up getting a 2-bedroom townhouse. The girls were like, I don't know, maybe 2, and I don't know, they were younger. So I was always concerned about Malia going up the stairs and falling down the stairs, but that's all they had at the time. There was no places to rent here in Lake Charles. All the closest place they had was an hour away. I mean, I had to have an hour drive to and from work daily. But Mike had to stay back, and he ended up finding this apartment that was literally around the corner from my house. We've stayed there for 9 months. We moved back home in April, and the hurricane happened in August. So, yeah. So it was a horrible fight with the insurance company. It was a very rough time with, I stressed so bad. I mean, we didn't have the money to fix our house. The insurance company didn't want to pay us what the contractor was saying was going to cost. So we were trying to figure out how we're going to get back in home. It was just horrible. It was just a really, really bad situation. We've had hurricanes here in Southwest Louisiana numerous times, but this one was a category 5, which was a really, really bad one. And it literally destroyed. We had no water here. We had no power here. It was bad. Something I never want to relive again. 2020 was probably the worst year of my life, literally. Between my dad battling COVID, not sleeping, not eating, me stressing, worried, praying to God to take my dad, to a month later, us being misplaced from the hurricane, not knowing where we're going to live, if we're going to be able to come back home, our job situation, Mike and I being separated, I'm being a single mom here in Houston. He's here working. It was just a horrible, horrible time for us, and but we made it. Because honestly, it was a blessing in disguise, and it was a testimony out of that, because that storm birthed a lot of things. It birthed my dad a new life. It gave me a brand new house that I didn't even, I changed everything in my house. I changed the wall colors, I changed the flooring, everything, because our house was literally destroyed. So we got a brand new house. Pretty much a brand new house that we didn't have to pay for because insurance covered it, because we ended up replacing everything. Okay, so that's that on that. Last question, because I have to get ready to go out the door. Last question is, do you ever get pushback from women or men about wearing makeup? Yes, I get comments all the time from people telling me I have too much makeup on. You don't need all that. You look better without makeup. Why do you wear all that makeup? You're going to work. You don't need all of that. Why are you going all that to church? You know, the whole 9 yards. I hear it all the time, but it used to bother me at first. It really did, because I felt like, man, I want people to like me. So, like, I want them to watch my videos. But if I'm wearing too much makeup, then they're not going to relate. Then I just realized, you know what? I'm not for everybody. I'm really not. I feel like God's going to place who needs to be in my path for me to be able to, for them to like me. I don't, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Everybody's not going to like you. So, yes, I get kickback from women, not so much men. Comments from women that tell me I wear too much makeup, but honestly, it doesn't bother me now like it did before. This is the Buxom lip liner. I absolutely love this lip liner so much. I just want another one. It lasts really long. And I'm gonna go in with the Sephora lip stain. This is this is number 118. This is a pretty orange. I'm wearing orange today, so I want to wear orange lipstick. Y'all, my camera is not overheating. Come through, Sony. It's about time. I'm gonna try this setting spray out. I heard nothing but great things about this. This is the Cryolin Professional Makeup Ultra Setting Vaporizer. I've heard about this on TikTok. Somebody was saying that this was like even better than the one size. So we're going to see how this works out today.
Mommy, hurry up.
Well, I don't like the spray of it at all. Okay, so I must say that this foundation is fire. I like it like a whole lot. And I'm going to see how it wears today. But let's go ahead and get dressed. I'm going to put on this Donna Karen deodorant. I have been liking this a lot. I do see myself repurchasing this. I said before that I don't think this is an everyday deodorant, but honestly, it might be. And I say that because like when I'm at work, I smell this sometimes over my perfume that I have on. So I'm like, it's a very powdery scent. So it's giving, if you don't like powdery, then you might not like this, but it smells good, but it's a powdery scent, but it's potent. I like this Makeup Forever setting powder too. I didn't think I would like it, but I actually like it. I think it looks really good. Let's get dressed. I'm gonna go in with this whipped shea butter lotion stuff and lotion my legs. I like this stuff so much. It's not like super thick, like a butter thick, but I think it works pretty good and does what I need it to do. All right, I'm gonna be wearing orange on orange today. Monochromatic type of look. I got this shirt from a boutique and it's like a tiger on the front and the back on the sides. And it was like on $15. It was like on clearance. So I'm gonna wear this and I'm gonna put on my Lancôme perfume, which smells so good, so clean. Love this stuff. Get compliments every time I wear it. And my absolute favorite necklace. If y'all watch any of my Get Ready With Me's, you know I wear this every single day. Some things is just a routine, and this is one of them. This necklace was expensive, but it's not so bad because I wear it every day. I'm gonna go in with, I have the permanent bracelets, but I like wearing this as well. So I'm gonna put this on. So it's like that. And I'm gonna put on these earrings here. One of them looks like this and the other one looks like that. So they're different. I got this from a jewelry party, and don't ask me, please don't ask me what company it is because I don't know. Of course, my bling bling red ring, my bling bling ring. Shake my hair out. And y'all already know what shoes I'm wearing, right? Y'all already know. Who guessed my brown pumps? Because you were right. These ones I'm wearing. All right, and here's the finished makeup so you guys can see what it looks like. Is it giving? Yeah, I like it. Temperature's running hot. Okay, so 38 minutes, that's how I know how long I need to record on this thing, because now it's starting to go hot and it's gonna cut off in a minute. But let me show you guys what my outfit looks like all together. Here's the fit for the day, and I hope you guys have a good day.